right, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast, all the sports gambling podcast network. My name is Talon Jenkins. Joined with our hosts, we got Ryan Gilbert and Joel Meyer. Gentlemen, how the hell are we doing tonight?
Doing all right, hanging in there, battling through here. But we got 9 games to talk about tomorrow, so I had to hop on, get a podcast out for them. Hopefully that the Flyers can get it done tonight. Showing no respect there on the line with Carter Hart back after he did confirm that he had the Sharks in San Jose, so he's back now though.
Yeah, I'm doing okay, I guess, considering I stayed up till like 5 a.m. talking about random shit, including trying to recruit a Australian Bengals fan to LSU, you know, the Burrow connection and all that. So I don't know if Coach Show ever made it down to Aussie land to recruit the boys, but I'm doing the work for him. But this morning I wanted to get a haircut. Hair's getting a little bit long, but
that time of the month for you?
Yeah. I'll save it for next week. Though I woke up, it was like 10 o'clock already. I'm like, I got to get a coffee. I got to get my Rick Tocchet for Jack Adams bet in. And by the time all that happened, I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to get my hair cut. And then I just spent the rest of the day just thinking about awards markets and talking to this stupid fucking bank who that's another story. I try to report like a dispute transaction, whatever, like some fraudulent stuff. And they sent me like 3 different people, and then the call cuts out in the last one. I'm like, fuck this.
Fuck that.
I don't know. Why can't one person figure it out and just get it done? It doesn't take 3 fucking people and waiting a half an hour every freaking call. So yeah, that was my day.
Banks are the absolute worst. Like, no joke. I had to change my address over the other day. So and I was like, well, shit, I need a new debit card too because my debit card was fucked up. So I went into the thing and I'm talking to the guy and shit. I'm like, yeah, all right. So I just want to, get a new card, and I got it, and I go to start using it and shit. Like, we got a new apartment, so I'm making some big purchases. I'm buying a TV, I'm buying a new bed, all this shit, and I got fucking limits. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do I have usage limits? So I'm losing my mind. I go into the bank and I'm telling the guy, I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? He's like, oh yeah, we have all these limits on it just for your safety or protection. I'm like, it's my fucking money. I work hard. I earn my fucking money. I should be able to spend my money however and whenever the hell I want. And he's like, oh no, well, we can only do this amount or else we got to go through the paperwork. And I'm like, then we're going through the paperwork right now, you and me. And he's like, oh, well, you really should have booked an appointment. I'm like, I don't give a fucking shit. We're doing this all right now. Max everything out. He's like, online transactions. I'm like, max it out. He's like, in purchase. I'm like, fucking max it out. He's like, ATM, max it out. E-transfer. This is my fucking money. Let me spend my goddamn money. Yo, if you're Scotiabank, if you're listening, fuck you, okay? You guys stink. Let me spend my money. They don't.
It's easier to get a new bank account and try to change shit over. I know you'll get fucking bonuses for signing up. So take advantage of it.
Oh my god, I was pissed because the whole time he's like, yeah, but we're doing this for your protection. I'm like, do I look like I need fucking protection? I'm a man, baby. I'll protect myself. All right, fuck you. Boost my shit. Oh, I was pissed, but I get you, Jolie. That sucks. Banks are the worst, bro.
Fucking right.
I don't know. Are you with like TD or who are you with?
Well, this is like a credit card. Actually, it was RBC.
Okay.
Toronto Bank, isn't it?
I know. RBC stinks. What's your credit card number and your PIN?
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. Fuck you.
Joel, what's your mother's maiden name? I know we never really got
out of curiosity. Yeah. What was the name of your first animal?
Yeah. What street did you grow up on? Favorite pets?
I just used the name of my first girlfriend.
Oh,
I'm a sentimentalist and a romantic.
Jill. That's cute, Jill. All right,
Jill and Joel.
Yeah, let's keep this moving here. I'm doing good though, all things considered. I'm chilled. I got a mean stew that's been boiling away, cooking up, so that's gonna be ready after this podcast. A nice Guinness stew. So like half the broth is made of Guinness beer. Then you serve it on some smashed sweet potatoes, garlic, and chives. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Can't wait. Other than that, I'm doing good, bro. Okay, everybody go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports, baby. We got NFL. The Chargers fucking stink. We got college football going on. That's absolutely awesome. What else is going on? There's NBA, the basketball. I'm going to a Raptors game in I think 10 days or something like that, 9 days. So that'll be interesting. It's like my first basketball game, so that'll be fun. What else we got going on? There's MMA, a little bit of golf going on. Tons of stuff in the world of sports, baby. You can find all that information at the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. What are you saying?
I have a shout out to give. Shout out to Gorgon or Gorgone, Italian American in the Discord, Bruins fan. He made one bet or two bets rather. Camilo Villegas at the what was it called? The Butterfield Bermuda Championship, 125-1 and top 20 plus 350. One guy and he hit it 125-1. Like we make 5 to 10 outright bets, but he just fucking nailed it. One guy, and shout out to that. That's fucking hard to do. A single bullet gets home.
Yeah,
fucking love you, Gorgon.
Is golf back now?
Not officially.
It's just the shitty tournaments.
Yeah. So Ryan, what happens is there's a bunch of like little shit tournaments. Technically, the season's like going. It normally doesn't like. I don't know about Joel. I consider the Century Tournament of Champions to be the start of the season, and that's in January, I believe.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, SGPN website. Check out all the other shows. Everybody's doing an awesome job. Check out all the articles as well. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles that he's pumping out weekly. Those things are absolutely sweet. And of course, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord, man. It's been busy. It's been a lot going on in the Discord. Everyone's having a great time, man. So that's all that matters. You know, people are making money. People are having conversations. There's one guy in there that I might fucking fly internationally and fucking murder, but that's neither here nor there. But everybody else in the Discord is having an absolute fantastic time, man. So if you're not in the Discord, be sure to get in it. You're not making money. If you want to get in it, you can reach out to myself or Ryan. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to our social media assistant producer on Twitter. He's been absolutely killing it. You can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. I think I already said that. HGPN Twitter, all that good shit. Or what you can do is what can we do? I'm looking. I got nothing. You can, I don't know, Joel, what's something they can do? How can they get a hold of you? What's something funny?
Something funny? You can if I can steal my credit card and I'll come after you.
Yeah, there you go.
Because the stupid banks aren't doing shit about it.
You can get a job at RBC in the fucking phone lines, like the personal help department. And then when somebody's calling you and they're bitching at you and yelling at you for fraud, chances are that person's Joel Meyer. And so when he's yelling at you, calling you a cunt and a piece of shit, what you can do is be like, hey, are you Joel by chance? And he'll be like, yeah, actually I am. And then you can be like, hey, how do I get in the Discord? And he'll point you in the right direction. There you go.
Yeah, sure. Follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter account is @HockeySGPN. The SMAP has been doing a great job over there. Get in Discord, sg.pn/Discord. And subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/@HockeyGamblingPodcast, or just search for Hockey Gambling Podcast on YouTube or your preferred podcast platform, and leave us a 5-star rating and review, and turn on auto downloads.
We just got an A1 comment in the thing there from Sean. Fucking wicked or wax stole Joel's identity.
I'm surprised he hasn't posted a screenshot of Joel's details.
Yeah, exactly. With a parlay beside it. Okay, we're gonna move into our lock dogs in total from last time we were all together, which would have been November 10th. Okay, we got a guy on the show who's in an absolute heater. The last 3 shows, Joel has gone 8-0-1. He's absolutely killing it, but he went 3-0 again last show. He's up 3.51 units. Myself, I went 1-2, down 1.65 units, and Ryan went 1-2, down 2.26 units. Joel, kick us off here, buddy. You're fucking ripping it.
Sure, yeah. The Senators money line against the Flames. Flames, I think they were on the back-to-back after the overtime loss to the Leafs, and the Senators, they won pretty comfortably. I think it was 4-1 at one point in the game. I don't know what the final score was, but yeah, they just peppered the net, and Dustin Wolf was in net there. Might have been his first game of the season, I think, and he just couldn't stop them all. So Sens got the comfy win there. The dog was the Coyotes. This was a fucking burner of a game. 7-5 for the Yotes, and there were like 11 expected goals. Like, that's obscene. Like, this was not like an inflated total in terms of like shitty goaltending. This is actually just pedal to the metal, balls to the wall, offensive hockey. Who gives a shit about defense? And in the end, the Coyotes had more firepower, so they took care of the Preds there, plus 130. And then the total was the Canucks and Leafs over 6.5. Expected goals were like 8 in this one. Canucks only had the 2 power play goals, and the Leafs just did their business on the other end of the ice. And yeah, this is another comfy win. So I'm happy with all these bets, and let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, Joel's been killing it. I have not, so I've been weighing us down here a little bit. My lock was the Avs puck line against the Blues. I think they got blown out in that game. Was it 8-2 the final score was? Of course, the Avs showed up a few nights later, killed the Kraken. The dog were the Canucks, plus 114 at the Maple Leafs. They didn't really show up either, I don't believe. It was a 5-2 final there. But my total, Detroit team total over 3.5, minus 135. Kicked off the day with a winner, so salvaged a 1-2 day.
Sorry, for myself here, for my lock, I had Boston regulation minus 130 versus Montreal. We knew this was going to be a tight game. It always is when these two teams face off, no matter how shit Boston or Montreal is and how good Boston is. Boston was winning 1-0 going into the third period and then gave up 2 goals in the first minute of the third. I think Suzuki scored like 24 seconds in, and then Gallagher got another one 30 seconds later. So, yeah, the Bruins suck. Montreal ended up winning that game in overtime 2-1. For my dog, I had Edmonton in regulation plus 135 against Seattle. This was a no-brainer to me, man. Edmonton kind of battling back a little bit here, bro. Did you guys talk about Jay Woodcroft getting fired?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we'll get into that a little bit later. Anyways, Oilers won that game 4-1 plus 135 and then fired their coach later. For the total, I had Tampa Bay, Carolina over 6.5 minus 115. I thought this was an awesome bet, especially with Kochetkov and Jonas Johansson in net. Well, Peter Kochetkov said, fuck you, I'm going to get a shutout. I think he made like 25 saves. It was a 4-0 win for Carolina. And I did not expect Tampa to be getting shut out ever this season.
You were letting the Bruins fans have it in the Discord too, because
I was
got off that the Argos loss and then the Bruins regulation shit bet. And
you know what it is, dude? Like, fuck Bruins fans. All right, I'm sorry. You guys are all pieces of shit. Every last one of you. You know what? Like, one of these days, all your teams are going to be terrible, and there's going to be no better day for any other sports fan. You guys fucking stink. I know Leafs fans have a bad rap, but fuck you guys. You guys are just dicks. You're not even funny about stuff.
Well, the Patriots
Boston.
are on the
Boston
right
in general.
there.
Patriots are terrible, bro. And there's nothing better than the Patriots being shit. So, hell yeah. Hopefully the Bruins will follow suit.
All right.
Okay.
We're brought to you by Bet365. Bet365 is the world's favorite sportsbook, trusted by over 88 million players worldwide. Prop side totals live betting. Bet365 has you covered. And if you like boosts, you're going to love Bet365, like a 30% profit boost on your same game parlay. Plus, they have an early payout offer if your team goes up 3 goals. Sign up today and choose from 2 bonus offers, either $1,000 no sweat bet or bet 5, get $150 in bonus bets. Just head to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365, or use the sign up link in our show bio. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. And we're brought to you by Underdog or Game Time, Underdog Fantasy this time. Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. No matter the sport, simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. So watch along, make your picks, and maybe make a little cash over on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. And when you sign up with the promo code SGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit of up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN.
All right. Quickly before we get into this later, I just want to say the Edmonton Oilers fucked up firing Jay Woodcroft. That was an absolutely terrible decision. The problem was with who built the goddamn team. They have no defense. Their goaltending is absolute mid. And then the fact that you're blaming a head coach for this and canning him is bullshit. So I would just like to say to whatever franchise ends up landing Jay Woodcroft, congratulations, you have yourself an excellent NHL hockey coach. So whoever inevitably gets him, because I'll tell you what, he's not going to be able to work for very long. Congratulations, you got yourself a guy.
That's more or less what I was saying too. And one thing I didn't say though is that Paul Coffey is an assistant coach there now, and I think that he's kind of like a henchman of the owner and of the organization, just to keep an eye on what's going on.
Yeah, he's an advisor. He's also an advisor for the owner.
Yeah, so that's a weird dynamic going on there in Edmonton, but we'll see if it works out.
This is an organization that has a history of just hiring a bunch of fucking guys from the 80s that were absolutely unreal and putting them in place, and it hasn't worked out, you know?
One more quick news thing. Talon, what are your thoughts on the Patrick Kane rumors that came out yesterday?
I think that's just typical Toronto overblown bullshit. Patrick Kane is going to meet probably with fucking 10 NHL teams. Maybe about 3 of them will have things leaking out that Patrick Kane met with them. So who gives a shit? You know, if you're a team in the NHL and you're not inquiring on Patrick Kane, what the fuck are you doing? You can call this guy old, you can call this guy washed up, but I'll tell you what, if you don't want him on your team, you're fucking insane. So just the Leafs doing due diligence. Every other team in the NHL should as well. So I'm not going to overblow it, you know.
With Tage Thompson's injury now, he's going to miss at least
Buffalo's
a month.
interesting.
Yeah.
So he's probably not going there.
Yeah.
Especially with the loss again yesterday. I don't know if the Sabres making the playoffs, so you can write Buffalo off the list, I think.
I could see him in Toronto as like a power play specialist, middle six winger guy.
They need fucking defense. He's terrible defensively. Like they need
that is true, but I'm saying from his perspective, Toronto's up on the top of the list. You can play with Tavares or Matthews and rack up the points and get paid next offseason or the offseason after that.
The thing is, guys, like I guarantee you, Patrick Kane isn't signing a league minimum deal for this season. Patrick Kane is going to be looking for $3 million. This is still, I don't know when we just decided this player sucked. Like, Patrick Kane isn't a league. He's still a fucking $3.5 million guy. I know things definitely didn't really necessarily work out in New York last year, but like, Patrick Kane isn't just going to sign somewhere for league minimum for this year. Like, I'm sorry, dude. A lot of people think that's going to be the case. It's simply not. So Toronto, unless you have significant money coming out in a elsewhere trade, like it's not going to happen. And also what worries me is like you got Matthew Nyes that's kicking on this first line. He's playing well with Matthews and Marner. Tyler Bertuzzi is starting to actually be a guy playing well with Nylander and Tavares. You're going to move one of these two guys out to fit Patrick Kane in your top six, and Patrick Kane is not effective as a third line player. So as from a Leafs point of view, it doesn't necessarily fit. With that being said, I'd still want him on my team, but anybody saying he's just going to take league minimum this year, let's remember who we're talking to about, man. This guy, this is fucking Showtime we're talking about.
He's probably going to get 2 years.
He was also playing injured last year too, right? He's got the hip surgery done now, so he could be a totally revamped player, but I still don't think he's great defensively, which is what Toronto really needs.
That's a good point as well. Of course it is. You're right. 100%, man. Like, but my biggest point is just stop shitting on Patrick Kane. This guy's a fucking gamer, bro.
Ooh, I could see Carolina sneaking in there. They got Carolina down there, played with them. They need a sniper, so that could be a.
They have the defenders, they have the structure, and they just need some guys to put the puck in the fucking net.
They have the cap space too, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Is it tight?
They could probably make it work.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Let's get rocking and rolling here, boys. We got a 9-game slate set for Thursday, November. Actually, sorry, before we get into this, there's one thing I want to bring up. I'm not worried about Patrick Kane. What I'm worried about is the insider scoop we got from one hockey gambling podcast, SGPN, Talon Jenkins, saying we had eyes on fucking Pierre Maguire walking into the Air Canada Center at 7:10 a.m. on fucking what day would have been? What was the last day? On Tuesday morning, rather. And that scared the shit out of me. I was drinking a beer too. I was holding the beer and I'm at the crosswalk and I'm literally standing beside Pierre Maguire and he's looking at me like he's taller than I thought he was in real life, but he's looking at me. He's like, yo, is this guy like holding the beer? And I'm like, fucking, is that oh, he's supposed to say a bad word. Is that loser Pierre Maguire? And so we're walking together and shit. We're walking by Scotiabank Arena and he just goes right in the front door and goes through security. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing around my team? Get this guy as far away from my team as humanly possible, yo. So that scared me a little bit.
He recognized you from the HDP, Pierre Maguire, noted listener of the pod. Yeah.
Maybe he is.
Watcher of the YouTube.
Maybe isn't that guy in the pink hoodie? Holy shit. All right. Let's keep it moving here. We got a 9-game slate set for Thursday, November 16th. Gentlemen, are we ready to rock and roll or what?
Oh, yeah.
All right. First game on the docket. We got the Detroit Red Wings against the Ottawa Senators. Game Zvaja Spilit Arezver. Did he catch that? Zvaja Spilit Arezver. That is Swedish for the game itself is in Sweden. Detroit on the money line sitting at plus 100. Ottawa on the money line's at minus 120. Over under is 6.5. Over sitting at minus 130. The under plus 110. Do any of our Swedish listeners, which there are a few, we are ranked. To any of our Swedish listeners, if I absolutely butchered that, I apologize. Please let us know how bad that went.
They're still pissed off over someone saying that there's no sharks in Sweden. So they already know we don't know fuck all about Sweden.
Shit, I forgot about that. I did a project in like grade 5 about Sweden, actually. So I know a little bit, but I didn't know there was sharks. Okay, Ryan, kick us off in this game, bro.
Yeah, we got an afternoon special here in Sweden, and I think there's one bet for this game. It's just taking the over 6.5 minus 130. These are two heavily over teams. It's probably going to get up to 7, if not, it's there already at some books. Detroit is one of the best. Looking at the averages here, Detroit and Ottawa both allow a lot of goals. Both can score some goals. So, I don't trust Korpisalo. I think James Reimer is confirmed to start, that nerd over there. So they're going to want a good show over there in Sweden. So let's see it. I like the over 6.5 minus 130. If I had to pick a side, it probably would be Ottawa, just because I think they're the better team. Even though Detroit definitely has had a better start, I still value the, over the full season, I think Ottawa is going to be better once they get healthy with Chabot back and everything there, and everything figure things out. So yeah, give me Ottawa here minus 120, but a better bet would be the over, or look at a team total over 3.5. Either way, you can probably get maybe plus odds. It might be worth a look there.
First of all, do we know if the rink sizes are NHL or international for this one? I've read conflicting reports.
That's a good question.
I have no idea. I couldn't figure it out. The standard, the rink size at whatever the place is called, I don't remember the name, is international. But I wonder if they're shortening it and narrowing it to an NHL size rink. But if it's international, I love the under. If it's NHL, I don't give a fuck. I don't know anything about these international games. Like the NFL always fucks me over with their stuff. Just bet the under, I guess. But yeah, it's just totally mystery to me. I'm not betting this game at all, just because of the weird circumstance. So I mean, if it's international rink size, bet the under. That's my only angle in this one. I mean, if this was in Ottawa, I'd love the Senators. If this was in like a true neutral in North America, I'd like the Senators. But seeing as that both teams are dealing with like massive jet lag and all this shit, you don't know what's going on. So I've got nothing for this one. If you happen to know like which team arrived earlier, maybe they have an advantage dealing with the time lag a little bit better. But I don't know that, so I'm not betting this game.
You could probably find that out just by going to like Instagram or some shit, because teams are always posting when everybody lands. So that is a good point. Yeah. For myself here, Joel brought up a good point, and this is kind of stupid. Maybe this is stupid, but maybe I'm onto something, dude. Like Joel talked about the NFL games in Europe this year. All 5 of them have gone under. I'm going to see if this plays out a little bit for what we're dealing with in hockey. Obviously, it's 2 majorly different sports, but yeah, let's see this. The under 6.5 plus 110. Teams are probably buckled, just banging Swedish blondes and boozing the whole time. So that's absolutely, the under's got to be on the table here. A plus 110 in this game. I'm going to be looking after that. And as far as the side in this game, gentlemen, I'm not a religious man, okay? And I mean, no offense to anybody on this podcast or like anybody listening or whatever. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not a religious man. But I'm going to call this a God game, okay? Because I'll tell you what right now. The major religion in Sweden is Lutheran. It's the Church of Sweden. I think like over half Lutheran. What did I say? Lutheran? Lutheran. Half of I'm not really clearly. Lutheran. Half of the population, I believe, subscribes to this that are religious. And I tell you what. Goaltender, if James Reimer gets the nod here, this guy is hardcore fucking Christian. So this is a God game. Give me the Detroit Red Wings at plus 100 here, because you know why? They got God on their side here. And you think that the fucking Lutheran God gives a shit about this Christian fucking nerd that looks like the Shermanator in net for the Detroit Red Wings? No, he doesn't. So I'm on the Sens. I fucked up. I realized I said Detroit. I'm on the Sens here. Fuck James Reimer. I'm Lutheran for the day tomorrow. Give me the Ottawa Senators, baby, minus 120. Let's fucking go.
Just a brief
zero sense, but I love the creativity. That is some deep dive in analytics right there.
Yeah, 100%. It's God, bro. It's not even just me. It's literally God. Like, what do you want me to say?
A brief look at their Twitter accounts. Looks like the Red Wings may have arrived on the 12th, while the Senators arrived on the 13th. But that could just been when they posted it. But so there may be a slight advantage to Detroit.
Doesn't matter. Sens have God on their side. Okay, moving to the 7 p.m. times. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Vegas Golden Knights against the Montreal Canadiens. Game itself is in Montreal, Le Habitat, Bleu, Blanc, et Rouge. Vegas on the money line sitting at minus 205. Montreal on the money line plus 120. The over-under is at 6. Over sitting at minus 122. The under plus 102. I talked about it a little bit in my lock dogs and totals. We saw that the Habs played up when they played against the Bruins. There's a big rivalry there, dating back decades and decades and decades. This Montreal team will not be doing that against the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas coming off a pretty substantial loss to Washington too. They're going to want to come in here and just trim up the Canadians. So I absolutely love Vegas. Minus 205 is a little bit too much juice to pay, a lot of juice. I'll be looking at this team maybe in regulation. I hate betting puck lines, but this is a game that I don't mind the puck line. Minus 1.5 is playing off plus 124 here. Then as far as over-under goes, sitting at 6, minus 122. Montreal does have some talent to score. They got some guys there that are fucking gamers. And then Vegas, man, I'm not sold on Vegas' goaltending. I love this team. I think they're awesome, but anytime you got Logan Thompson and Aiden Hill, I'm sorry. I don't care if you did win a Stanley Cup. I still think you suck. So give me the over 6 at minus 122. Give me Vegas in regulation or the puck line.
That's Vezina Trophy finalist Aiden Hill you're talking about like that.
Yeah, fuck
right.
Yeah, I feel the same way here. Vegas coming off, a really disappointing loss in Washington, couldn't even score a goal. Maybe it was the White House factory. Maybe they went out and had a few beers after that and connected up next day. But yeah, Montreal does play some closer games, a few overtime games, a few 1-goal losses. But I feel like the Golden Knights by margin here, plus 124, is the way to go. Montreal is decent at home, 5-5 at home. So it's not too strong of a play, but they just lost 5-2 at home to Canucks on a back-to-back, lost 5-3 to the Lightning, 6-3 to St. Louis. So Vegas just a much better team. They're going to be focused here. Second game of a road trip, looking to get 2 points here. So I think they do that pretty easily. So the puck line there. And then I'd probably lean to the under 6 at plus 102. Could see a 4-1 type of win here for Vegas.
Right. I don't know what Tal needs to see more from Aiden Hill. He was dynamic and dynamite last year, and he was probably second in terms of the Conn Smythe voting. And this year, he's top 5 in terms of goal save above expected. So he's having another stellar season. Like, there's a big enough sample size for this guy to actually be credited as a good goalie. Like, maybe he didn't have the best time in Arizona, but he had fucking shit all defense. But now he's got the Vegas Golden Knights in front.
Now he's got the best defense in the league. And
exactly.
You could put fucking you could put you in there, and you would be Vezina nominated.
Well, he's still playing better than the other goalies are behind that defense. So
get out of
Aiden Hill is kind of legit, at least in terms of helping this team win games. So yeah, I kind of lean to Montreal, but I need a better number than plus 170. They've been in these games a lot of the time. Like, even when they lose, they're in these close games, much like the Blue Jackets, by the way, who don't deserve to be losing 7 in a row. But that's another story. But yeah, I do like the under as well, just because I like the goaltending. The Habs goalies are playing well. Their goal scoring is kind of dried up a little bit, and the Knights just win games like 3-2. So I guess the under would be the way to play it right now. But if you can get a better price in the Habs, like plus 180 or better, that's where I would look.
Okay, move down to the 7 p.m. time slot. Oh, also Aiden Hill. You take away the EN and you add an S to his name. That's what you have with Aiden Hill. 7 p.m. time slot here. We got the New Jersey Devils against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Game itself is in Pittsburgh. New Jersey on the money line, sitting holy fuck, plus 125. Pittsburgh on the money line at minus 148. Over unders at 6.5. Over sitting at minus 130. The under plus 110. Jolie, take this game away from us here, buddy. What do you got?
Yeah, I love the over in this one. This is the Devils Penguins, right? Before I start talking about
that's why I
threw it.
yeah.
All right. I was taking a drink. Yeah, this is a game with 2 teams who are in the top 5 in expected goals for, and shitty defenses and questionable goaltending. I know Jari's had a bit of a bounce back year so far, but Penguins defense is not there. Carlson's getting it going, which is good news for the Penguins offense, but bad news for the defense, because once he gets going and rolling, he's going to go up into the offensive zone and totally forsake his defensive responsibilities, which will lead to more goals. So I love the over 6.5. Probably my favorite bet of this card right now. And we might see Jack Hughes in this one too, which would inflate this total a little bit more, as well as the little push to the Penguins or the Devils line down. If that happens, I'm interested in the Penguins money line, because we talked about the fallen star theory, where the rest of the team, binds together, rallies together in order to compensate for the missing guy. But when the guy comes back, the other team, the rest of the team, they take it easy now. This guy can carry us. And there's a bit of a, I don't know what we can call that, with a rising star theory. I don't know. We would have to come up with a name for that. But if that happens and the Penguins line drops to like minus 130, I'm interested in the Penguins here because they're playing damn good hockey, won 5 games in a row. And we know this team is streaky as fuck. They win a bunch in a row and they lose a bunch in a row. That's what we've seen over the past 2 years. So I don't see that changing anytime soon. And the Devils, meanwhile, they're just not playing good hockey right now as a team. And yeah, without Heischer, I think that this guy is the straw that stirs the drink with how he plays defensively. And without him, they're not playing good hockey. They have a lot of talent, no doubt, but right now they're in a bit of a shambles. So definitely love the over, and I lean to the Pens, especially if this line gets down to -130. And it probably gets even better if Jack Hughes actually plays in this one. I don't think it's confirmed yet, but I think he might, considering the Devils do need some points pretty quickly.
Yeah, I agree with mostly all that. I think the over is a great look, even at -130. The Devils, without Heischer, are giving up goals left and right, and they're still capable of scoring, even if Jack Hughes isn't there. And then for Pittsburgh, yeah, Pittsburgh has been turning it on over the past few weeks. They've been putting up goals, 5, 4, 4, 2, 10. Like they've been putting up goals there. So I like the over 6.5, and I also like the Penguins. You know, these are two of my most hated teams here, the Devils and the Penguins. But the Penguins are playing well. I don't mind the Penguins on the puck line at plus 164. Their past few wins have all kind of been by margin. They tend to win more blowout games, and the Devils 3-game losing streak, 6-3, 4-2, 6-3, all by at least 2 goals. Lost to the Blues on the road 4-1 before that. So even if Hughes comes back, I don't think it's going to be 100%. Team around him still isn't good enough. So lean to the Penguins puck line. If the Penguins line comes down to 130, I'll definitely be on that. But over 6.5 is the best play. Yeah.
I'll back that over with you guys here. I think it's very enticing with the firepower we do have from both teams, even with the injuries that we are seeing from New Jersey. And the more so the reason I'm doing this, New Jersey's goaltending has been fucking shit, dude. Vitek Vanacek has been terrible. Yes, he's winning games 6-3-0, but he has a 3.45 goals against average and a .887 save percentage. And Akira Schmigma back there, his stats haven't been much better, yo. So I'm more so fading the Devils when I'm betting the over on this at -130 at 6.5. I love Pittsburgh in this game. Look at that. You know, the team that's not going to make the playoffs that just won 5 games in a row. That's a bullshit narrative because you look at the teams that these guys have played. They've been kind of shit. Who do they beat up on? They beat on the Blue Jackets, the Sabres, the Kings, the Ducks, and the Sharks. You should win 4 out of 5 of those if you want to be a contending team in the league. But they did win all 5, so you can't ask for much more than that. I do like Pittsburgh in this game, though, obviously at home. They haven't been great at home, man. They've been 3-4-0, but you know what? The Devils are pretty banged up right now and kind of playing shit hockey. So I'm going to be all over the Penguins. -148 is a little bit of juice. Ryan talked about the puck line here, you know, -1.5 at plus 164. I'm not that sold on that, but I do like this team in regulation, whatever that's sitting at, maybe like plus 105, plus 110. So yeah, give me the Penguins here, man. Fuck yeah, all day long. I'm telling you, dude, my boy fucking Sidney Crosby isn't done yet. And if you're fucking ruling out Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, Chris Letang, and my guy, my official guy, fucking Hellberg, the goalie that just tore up the fucking the KHL the past like 3 years for fucking Scott St. Petersburg, then I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself because I'm with my boy Dilly. I'm riding hard on the Penguins, baby. Give me Pittsburgh and give me the over.
He hates the Penguins.
Well, fuck. Fuck you, Daly.
The Penguins, all 7 of their regulation wins have been by 2 goals. So it makes me like
that's a good stat.
More.
Okay, I take back what I said about the puck line. That's sick. Okay, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We got the Arizona State University Coyotes against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Game itself here is in Columbus. Oh, shit, all my stuff just went away. It's okay. It's back. Arizona on the money line sitting at -115. Columbus on the money line at -105. The over-under is at 6.5. Over sitting at -122. The under plus 102. Gilbert, going your way with this one, buddy. What do we got going on with this fucking, I want to say brutal game, but honestly, like Arizona is probably making playoffs this yeyear, so maybe not.
As a great man once said, Yotes, 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 desert fucking dogs. Look at the Yotes there.
Yes.
They were forced overtime there against Dallas. Matt Duchene has been a huge pickup for Dallas with the overtime winner. But the Yotes have been great. They've been alternating wins and losses their past 7 games, and they're coming off a loss. So they are due for a win. The Blue Jackets, I do agree that they've probably deserved better than their recent fates. A lot of close games, a lot of overtime shootout games, but they have lost 6 in a row, 7 of their past 10 here. And I don't know if being at home even helps them that much. 3-5-1 at home. Yotes are 3-4-2 on the road here, but Yotes minus 115. I'm looking at the Yotes team total over 3.5 at plus odds. I believe you can get it at plus 115, plus 105 around there. Columbus has been giving up 4 more goals in 4 straight, 5 straight. Yeah. So when Columbus loses, they lose pretty big. So like the Arizona team total over 3.5 at plus 105 here, which also goes with the over.
Do they lose by pretty big? Seems like lately the Blue Jackets have been a ton of close games.
They get it's high scoring is what I meant by
Yes, I do like the over in this one. I did bet that, and even though the money has come in on the Coyotes here, I still like them at minus 115. They are just the much better team than the Blue Jackets right now. I mean, the Blue Jackets they're trying their ass off. They just don't have a lot of talent, which is a problem in the NHL. You need talent to win games, and they don't have a lot of it. I mean, they're relying on some outlier performances from some random goalies, Merzlikins and Spencer Martin. Like they put up some good numbers, but they still lose these games because they're a bad team. And the Coyotes are they're at least an average team right now, and they are projected to make the playoffs, I think. So yeah, I quite like the Coyotes here. They're a very fun team to watch. So yeah, this one could see a lot of goals. If you want to ladder the over, I'm okay with that, but definitely over 6.5. Love that bet. Love the Coyotes here coming off that loss. Fuck Matt Duchene, by the way. I was on the Oaks in that one. They had a lead.
He's lighting it up though, bro. Like he's been sick.
Nah, it'll come crashing down. Just wait. This guy's a poison. Yeah. Anyway, the Coyotes here. I love this bet. Just much better team. Let's see what my number has him at. Minus 130. So yes, even a minus 115. Great value. Let's go, Yotes. Desert fucking dogs.
You can get the Yotes at 4-1 to make the playoffs if you're so confident.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, take that. That's a bet, no?
Yeah, that's a bet. I mean, that is pretty much equal with Andre Tourigny to win Jack Adams. So bet both. Yeah. But yeah, bet playoffs and Rick Tocchet to win the Jack Adams.
Dude, I'm gonna put like $250 on that, like right now.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Fucking right. We've changed our tune. Let's go, fucking Yotes.
I'm in. Like, let's go. This team is pretty much Toronto Maple Leafs light. They're the new Oilers, man, with all the ex-Leafs on this team. I'm all
except good.
Yeah, except good. Exactly. I'm right there with you guys. I absolutely love the Arizona State University Coyotes in this game. And you know what it is? It's more so I just fucking think Columbus is terrible. Joel said, yeah, or you guys both said maybe they kind of deserve to be a bit better. No, they don't. They're not fucking scoring. They're not generating shots on goal. Their power play fucking stinks. Their shooting percentage is shit. They're fucking terrible when it comes to goals allowed. Like, they're letting shots go. Like, the only good thing about this team is their penalty kill, which is actually pretty decent, sitting at 89%, which is unbelievable. Third in the league, right? You know what it is, though? They're fifth in the league for penalty minutes against. Like, they're not taking a lot of penalties. But you know what it is? It's that they're so bad and they just can't even keep up to anybody. They're not taking penalties. So this team fucking sucks. Their goaltending is absolutely terrible. Elvis Merzlikins with the 3.24 goals against average, a .901 save percentage. Fuck this team on a 6-game losing streak. I don't give a shit. They're terrible. Any chance you get a chance to fade fucking Columbus right now, do it. There's 2 things in life that are fucking terrible. America and the Columbus Blue Jackets, and fucking fade them both. All right, so give me Arizona minus 115 in this game. As far as over under goes here, give me with you guys. I'll take the over in this. I think we're going to see some goals. Arizona scoring, they're averaging 3.3 goals per game, and they're generating not a lot of shots, but their power play is fucking wicked, dude. They're 5th in the league for power play, sitting at 29.8% when it comes to scoring. So I love the Coyotes in this game, and I'll take the over with you guys. Fuck the Jackets. Okay, moving down to the 8 p.m. time slot here. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning against the Chicago Blackhawks. Game itself is in Chicago, baby. Tampa Bay on the money line sitting at minus 185. Chicago on the money line at plus 154. The over-under is at 6.5. Over sitting at minus 120. The under plus 100. Okay, I got to take back a couple things. Bedard is fucking incredible. This guy is lights out. Connor Bedard is winning the Calder. Nobody else. Don't even bet anybody else right now. This guy's absolutely sick. I shouldn't say that because if he gets injured, there's still value on it. But this guy's a fucking gamer here. Now, how do you play this game, dude? I don't know. Like, to me, this is a big pass game. Like, maybe it shouldn't be. Tampa Bay's been shit lately. Like, goaltending-wise, they've been terrible. They've lost 3 in a row. Offense hasn't really been clicking. But like we're playing Chicago. Chicago's 1-3 at home here. -185 is a lot of juice to play. Maybe Tampa in regulation is a look, but I don't know. I don't really have anything I love for this game. Over, under, even that, like technically speaking, you have to maybe take the over when you got Jonas Johansson and Peter Mrazek in net, but I don't know. It's ugly. This is an ugly game, dude. Instead of betting this, I'm just going to say this game is fucking hideous.
Yeah, this is pretty close to a pass game, but I think if I have to take a side, you got the Blackhawks here at home, +154. The Lightning just haven't done enough to prove that they're worthy of being favored like this, especially on the road. They're 6-6-4 in the season, so 6 wins, 10 losses, 2-4-2 on the road. I mean, even with Kucherov back last game, they couldn't score in St. Louis. As back-to-back shutout losses to Carolina and St. Louis. In Chicago, they've been alternating wins and losses past 6 games there. Connor Bedard has been sick. So give me Chicago at home, +154 for a small play.
Sorry, I want to jump in real quick. I'm sorry, Joel. I just realized that the Tampa Bay was shut out back-to-back games here. Give me Kucherov anytime goal scorer. There's no way he doesn't score in this game.
Well, he did miss the game before the last one,
Yeah.
so he only played in the one. But yes, I agree with you, Talon, in terms of the Lightning finding their goal scoring. There's no way that this team's getting limited in terms of goals 3 games in a row. I love the over in this one, though, because I don't trust the Lightning defensively. 6.5 is a great bet to the over with both the goalies in net. Not exactly Vezina material there. And both defenses are entire dirt bags, other than Victor Hedman, who's having kind of a bounce back season so far. But Sergachev has been kind of meh. Yeah, I love the Lightning to score a lot of goals here. I do lean that way. It's just tough to back them on the road because they're such a bad road team. I don't know what's going on with these guys. Like, they're so good at home, but for some reason or other, they keep losing these games on the road. They don't play as well without their home crowd. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Tampa that makes the crowd so much. Maybe it's the routines or whatever. Something's going on where this team consistently plays like 200% better at home than they do on the road. So for that reason, I can't back a strong play in the Lightning, but I do like the over. I do like the Lightning to score goals at least. And yeah, a Lightning team total, I guess, would be a look. But no, I just back goals in this game. I could see the Blackhawks pulling an upset here. I mean, they did play them close in Tampa the other night too, where Bedard had his what was it, 4-point night? I think that was the game. Or was that the Panthers? Yeah, I don't remember, but he did have a good night against the Lightning. Sorry, if you want to do Bedard props, whatever, I could see that. He does show up against these better teams for whatever reason. So yeah, just essentially just bet the over for me.
Yeah, and we're forgetting Chicago beat the Lightning in Tampa Bay last week, 5-3. So I mean, they could easily do that again.
It was the Florida Panther game I was thinking of then, where he had the sick goal there, where he stole the puck from Forsling. That's right, and then just dished it up top shelf.
He stared down the fans there.
Yeah.
All right.
All 7 of them.
Yeah, we're brought to you by Game Time. Buying tickets to your favorite event shouldn't be stressful, but Game Time is a fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater near you. With killer deals on last-minute tickets and their best price guarantee, you can stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for the fun you'll have. Game Time app experience is so easy to use. Like a flash deals, last-minute tickets, easy to find and buy tickets for every event with images of seat views. See your seat view so you know exactly what to expect before you arrive. So snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CFBX for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. And win bigger by betting smarter this season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every bet with historical stats and data. Enter any parlay idea into Hall of Fame Bets' revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to hit rates broken down by leg, as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort all players by hit rate for any bet to learn which players are hot and which picks have value. So stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets.
Okay. this fucks me up going into this game here, but we got the Vancouver Canucks against the Calgary Flames at the 9 p.m. time slot here. Game itself is in Calgary. Vancouver in the money line at plus 105. Calgary in the money line at minus 125. The over-unders at 6.5. Over sitting at minus 120. The under plus 100. This is fucking insane. I know that Vancouver's on the second night of a back-to-back here. Like, who are they playing tonight? They're playing
Islanders.
The Islanders tonight. But they're going into Calgary after this game. Like, yes, I understand that there's like travel involved here or whatnot. This is fucking nuts. Give me the Canucks. Give me the Canucks. Honestly, like a plus 105. Fuck that. Give me Vancouver in regulation at plus 160. This team, if you think the Canucks are going to win this game, bet them in regulation at plus 160. This team has fucking 11 wins this year, I think. Is it 11 or 10? It's 11. Every fucking win they've had has been in regulation. The Calgary Flames fucking suck. The Vancouver Canucks are absolutely unfucking real right now. Am I taking crazy pills here? Like, what am I missing in this game? Am I fucking stupid? Casey DeSmith has been, he's been fine. 4-0-1, 2.67 goals against average and a .916 save percentage. Like, the Canucks are 6-3-0 on the away record, and they're 4-0-0 in division games here. Fuck off. Give me Vancouver in regulation plus 160. I love that play. Over under here. I'm leaning towards the under this at plus 100. I think we're going to see like a 4-1 or like a fucking 5-1 final or 4-2 or something like that. But I'm mind boggled. I just had like a mind changing epiphany when I fucking saw this game. This is stupid. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys disagree.
I completely agree. And 9 of their 11, never forget, wins have been by 2 or more goals there. So maybe take the reverse puck line here. I'm trying to find if it's up there. It's not up there. It's not up there yet, but it's got to be. I mean, the Flames on the puck line are plus 200, so the Canucks have to be more than plus 200. So throw a half unit on that to win a unit. Throw a full unit. I mean, they're the better team. You said, yeah, the Smith has been fine, and Vancouver has proven that they're decent on back-to-backs. They lost in Toronto, went into Montreal and won 5-2. And Calgary, I can't trust them yet, even though they beat the Habs. They're supposed to beat the Habs, beat the Preds at home. They're supposed to do that. So we'll see what they do against the Canucks, who have proven to be decent on back-to-backs there. So yeah, Canucks here, money line plus 105 if you want to play it safe, regulation plus 160, or just puck line if you want to take a little bit of a risk. And the over 6.5 minus 120.
You guys are forgetting one crucial point, which is Jakob Markstrom going against Vancouver Canucks, who did not pay him. He's going to play lights out for the Flames.
Yeah,
here.
okay.
He's been awesome this year, man. Like, he's the only reason why the Flames are winning games. Like, they put these other fucking plugs in, like Vladar and Wolf, they lose. But Markstrom in there, he's saving beautiful saves. No, I don't want to bet a side here, but I love the under. I mean, every Canucks game at this point is like, I've got to make a bet on it already with all the fucking so I don't need to bet a side here. I'm good. But I love the total here, under 6.5 at even money here. I think that this is a goalie game. Like, the Canucks shooting percentage is not sustainable. I think they're tops in the NHL. That's not going to continue forever. But the goaltending, I think, is a little bit more sustainable considering how good both goalies are playing. Plus, they're used to the system now. Rick Tocchet protects the goalies, much like the Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes do. So, yeah, I love the under this one. I don't know why it's even money under 6.5, because you can't count on the Canucks to keep scoring like this, and the Flames just can't score, period. But they do make some saves. So, love the under this one. I just can't trust the Canucks in the back-to-back against their old goalie.
Boo. Okay, we're down to the 10 p.m. time slot here. We got the New York Islanders against the Seattle Kraken. Game itself is in Seattle. Both teams are on back-to-backs in this game. I guess they're both playing tonight. New York on the money line sitting at plus 100. Seattle on the money line at minus 120. The over-unders at 6. Both over-under are paying off minus 110. I am so fucking far against Seattle in any game possible this year. Like, you know what this game does for me? Both teams on back-to-backs here. Who's playing for New York in net tonight? Either way, it doesn't fucking matter because New York has the better goalie regardless of who's playing. If it's on back-to-back. Like, fucking Semyon Varlamov is better than fucking Philip Grubauer. Who's the other backup goalie they got in Seattle? I don't even know.
Decord.
Are you fucking kidding me, okay?
I think he's playing tonight.
Is he playing tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got fucking Dick Ord playing tonight, and then you got Philip Grubauer playing tomorrow. If you're not betting the Islanders in this game, you're fucking nuts, dude. Give me New York. This game is going to be terrible. You want to talk about boring ass games? This is the definition of boring. But give me the Islanders plus 100 here, over under. Give me the under 3. We're gonna get like a 2-0 game in this. Whatever under 3 is paying off.
That's a lot of trust in Grubauer.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I mean the Islanders' specialty is boring hockey, so this is going to be boring hockey. It's going to be a better goalie in that. Even Grubauer, even if it is Varley, Varley's probably one of the best backups in the league, at least so far, and not named Jonathan Quick. And yeah, so under 6 minus 110. I don't think either of these teams are going to be able to score. I know Hackstall kind of ripped his team to the media about not being able to get shots on that. They had 18 shots 2 games ago, 19 shots last game, both at home against Edmonton and Colorado. I mean, losing 4-1 to Edmonton was kind of embarrassing for them.
Well, no, you got to be getting more shots against Edmonton than 19.
Yeah.
Like, that's bad.
And yeah, and the Islanders, they've lost 5 in a row now. So I'm not confident yet to bet this game tomorrow. But I mean, as of now, it's Islanders and the under pretty easily for me, just pending what happens tonight.
Did you just call them the Nylanders?
No,
I thought because of like New York, Nylander. I thought you
the
said
Islanders. Maybe I'm trying
to. The Oilers are actually good at preventing shots. It's just the shot they give up is wide open shots. Like they're okay defensively in terms of like maintaining puck possession, all that shit. But the chances they do give up are like wide open chances for the other team. That's the problem.
You can tell this guy lives in East Van. All right, he's fucking
high.
Yeah, high. Exactly.
No, for this one, I don't know how you look anywhere else but the under. Talon mentioned it. Semyon Varlamov is legit. Great. The Brovit Union are in full effect. Sorokin, though, hasn't been playing too well. Varlamov's actually outplaying him so far, statistically. What are you laughing at?
Every time you say that, that's the best. I love it. The Brovit Union.
Yeah, hell yeah. And the Kraken they can't score. Like we talked about it last year, they were the highest scoring team 5-on-5. They had this elite shooting percentage 5-on-5, but now it's all drying up. Jared McCann is not scoring fucking 40+ goals again. So yeah, the under 6 at minus 110. I don't know what they're doing with this total. Neither team can score. Both teams can defend relatively well, and both teams have good goaltending. Fuck you, Talon. Grubauer is actually a decent goalie.
He's not.
I like the under in this one. For a side, I don't know. Both teams are playing tonight. Maybe I'll have a better idea tomorrow morning after filtering out the noise and assessing how they performed. But right now, I love the under 6.
For those listening, Philip Grubauer is not a good goalie. Philip Grubauer is a German goalie. Okay, moving to the 10:30 p.m. time slot here. We got the St. Louis Blues against the San Jose Sharks. Game itself is in the plastic bag. St. Louis on the money line sitting at minus 185. San Jose on the money line at plus 158. The over under is 6.5. Over sitting at plus 105. The under minus 125. Jolie, Poley, Oli, Roly, Foley. What do we got going on in this game?
Wow. Thank God the Sharks fucking folded in the third period there. They had the lead with like 10 minutes to go, and they gave up a penalty. Panthers scored again, but then the fucking offside challenge bullshit, which was marginal at best. It was fucking nonsense. And then they scored an empty net goal anyway to cover the puck line, so that was great. And now they were totally outplayed once again. I mean, the Panthers gave like their C game and still outplayed them. And here we got the Blues, who always do their A game. Like their A game is definitely not the Panthers' A game, but it's good enough to beat the fucking Sharks' A game, which is more like the F game of most teams. So yeah, I love the Blues in this one, even at minus 185. Any team playing the Sharks at this point should not be shorter than or longer than $2 at this point. Like the Sharks are just a bad team. Blackwood has been keeping him in these games, but I don't think that continues forever. We might even see Lackinen in this one. Kakinen, whatever his name is, Capo Kakinen. After Blackwood, I got the last few here. So, yeah, I like the Blues here. Just give me the puck line. I'm not going to lay the juice here, minus 185. Just give me the puck line on the Blues, plus 142. Probably the first time bet on the Blues all year because I hate this fucking team, and they stink. But they stink a lot less than the Sharks, who are pure rat garbage, rats everywhere. and they suck. So give me the Blues on the puck line. They're gonna win 4-1. Some stupid fucking game this is.
Yeah, this is a horrible game, but the Sharks aren't big enough dogs here. The Sharks should be bigger dogs. I mean, I know they won 2 games at home against 2 decent teams, at the Oilers and Flyers, and the Blues are shit on the road. 2-3-1 on the road. They're only really good at home, but this Blues team's won 3 in a row. Just shut out the Lightning. 1 in Colorado, 8-2. So, love the Blues here on the puck line, plus 142. That should definitely be lower. So if you can get good plus odds on that, you kind of have to take it. But I do quite like the under here, under 6.5, minus 125. It does kind of make it an issue, but these teams can't score. Binnington, could have a nice game. Blackwood can put up a nice game. So under 6.5, minus 125, and then the Blues puck line plus 142.
I take issue with calling the Oilers and the Flyers good teams. I'm sorry.
I said decent.
I take issue with calling them decent teams. I'm sorry. They got Edmonton playing the worst hockey ever, and then I know you guys are high on Philly. I'm definitely not. But I am with you guys. St. Louis in this game has to be the way to go. I can't bet puck lines. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. So I'll be on this team in regulation, maybe sitting like minus 115, whatever that's at. I don't know if that's what it is. I'm assuming that's what it's at. And as far as over-under goes, I love the fucking under in this game, dude. These teams can't score. San Jose is averaging 1.31 goals for per game. That's worst in the NHL. St. Louis averaging 2.93, 21st in the NHL, so not great. And St. Louis hasn't been getting scored on. And you know what? San Jose is worse in the league for shots on goal. St. Louis is 29th in the league for shots on goal. So these teams just aren't going to be able to shoot. To me, this is a game, because you see all these games are at like 6, like for the over-under. You see like New York, Seattle's at 6, a couple other ones. But this is a game that should be at 6. So if you can get this at 6.5, like you can right now at minus 125, you fucking hammer that. This game is going to be terrible. There's not going to be goals in it. So give me the under 6.5. That's my favorite play. And then give me St. Louis in regulation.
I can't believe I forgot to say Sharks team total under 2.5, only minus 105 there. So
they lost.
They
lost yesterday.
Barely. I'll go back to it.
That's fine. Binnington is on a roll right now. He's had a hell of a start to the season. He wants to get traded. That's what.
Future Edmonton Oiler. Yeah. Exactly. Then he can fake blocker McDavid in practice and see how that goes.
Him and Evander Kane on the same team would be.
Dude, I feel like he'd be fine with Kane.
And then you got Kadri in the Battle of Alberta there. That'd be good.
That would be fun. I'm not gonna lie, McDavid's kind of been a bit of a bitch lately, yo. Like I hate losing. Like I hate losing. Trust me, I do too. But like, you gotta stop being such a bitch, bro. Like I don't know, in the media. Like, I can only imagine what he's like just out of the media. Like stop being. It's bad enough that you're ugly. It's bad enough that you're a nerd. You can't be a bitch. Like. So I don't know.
I love Draisaitl though, how he approaches.
Leon's
so sarcastic towards him. Like fuck you guys. I'm just gonna say what I want and just stop
100%.
asking some fucking questions.
100%. I will say Stuart Skinner's been playing better since they sent Jack Campbell down. Edmonton Oilers fans. I'm just saying. Okay.
Blues regulation is minus 105 for the record.
Okay, I love that play. That's awesome. Last game on the docket, 10:30 p.m. time slot. We have the Florida Panthers versus the LA Kings. Florida on the money line sitting at plus 110. LA on the money line at minus 130. The over-under in this game is at 6.5. Over sitting at minus 130. The under plus 110 here. You know what? You think Florida, and you're like, hey, this team's good. Well, this team's only really good at home. They're 6-1-0 on the road. They're 4-3-1, which is fine. They're on a 5-game winning streak here. You think LA, this team's fine. Well, guess what? They're only fine on the road. They're 7-0-0. At home, they're 1-3-3. So what the fuck do you do in this game? You know what you do? You take the Kings, because the Florida Panthers are fucking frauds. You heard it here. The Florida Panthers fucking suck. They're not a playoff team. This team is terrible. Sergei Bobrovsky, he's the same fucking goalie that we always thought he was for the past 4 years. This isn't Vezina Sergei Bobrovsky we're talking about, okay? Yes, this guy was lights out in playoffs last year. Well, guess what? He hasn't been lights out this year. Fucking 2.68 goals against average, which is fine, but a .905 save percentage? That's not the Sergei Bobrovsky that wins this team's games that we're used to seeing, okay? And you know what? Cam Talbot for the Kings has been fucking solid, dude. 7-3-1 record, 2.21 goals against average, and a .923 save percentage. Fuck yeah. Give me the Kings in this game at -130. I fucking hate the Panthers. I think they're overrated. I think they're shit. Like I said, they're missing the playoffs. And give me the Kings. And as far as over-under in this games go, I don't really love a play either way. But you know what? I fucking hate the Panthers. So give me the Kings.
Yeah. You look at this and you're like, okay, it's a pretty good line there. But then you remember the Panthers almost lost in San Jose last night. And, these are two very contrasting styles. Panthers, high-scoring team. Kings, low-scoring team, try to control things. And the Kings are just shit at home. They're 1-3, but that has to turn around, I would imagine. So I do like them here at -130. Panthers have been getting kind of luckier wins recently. They're also just not playing good teams. They've won 5 in a row. 2 of them were in overtime against Columbus and Washington. They had to come back. I think I had them on the puck line then, and the Carolina good win, but Chicago, San Jose, bad teams. And the Kings, back-to-back losses to the 2 Pennsylvania teams, but no shame in that. So I think they bounce back here. I like the Kings -130, and I think I love the under here. My under 6.5 at +110. Kings should be able to kind of control the game here. They're not going to let the Panthers back into it like the Sharks did.
So Ryan covered the more objective stuff, provided information, whatever. But I'm going to go deep dive into Telanytics here. Who's the king of the jungle? The fucking lion. It's not the fucking panther. So give me the Kings, the real kings of the forest, the forest of the jungles. Let's go Kings, man. Like, they're going to dominate these fucking cats. They're useless, man. They lose these fucking bums. They're still missing Montour and Ekblad. They're coming back soon, by the way. So when they come back, maybe they're a different team. But right now, I didn't see anything I liked about when they played the fucking Sharks. That's for sure. Maybe they're looking ahead of this game, but they still suck. What the fuck are you doing, Tom? Yeah, give me the fucking Kings. They'll slice their fucking cat's head off, beat those pussies up, kick them in the ass, and shove them into the Pacific Ocean. Let's go Kings here.
Jolie, what do Kings do? Kings fuck pussies, baby. Let's fucking go. Kings are like Blackhawks. They fuck pussies. So this team's going to beat the fucking shit out of the Panthers. I'm right there with you. I love that.
What's the Latin term when they take the they get the first wedding, they get the bitch they every peasant in the tribe or the village, they give the king the first night. Something the fucking Latin term. I know.
My medieval Latin's a little rusty. I'm sorry, but it's not as good as my Swedish.
I'm going to look it up. Don't worry.
Okay. Get back to us on this one. All right, Gilbert, what do we got for consensus plays on this slate here?
Consensus plays here. I forgot. Did we all say the over in the Sweden game? I know I did. I'm not sure about you guys.
I don't even remember what I think.
Prima Nocta, first night.
Prima Nocta.
The king had. So the Kings are going to have first dibs on the Panthers pussy.
All right. Consensus plays here. We got the Devils, Penguins over 6.5 -130. We have the Penguins -148 or Penguins puck line +164. The Coyotes on the road -115. The over 6.5 at -122 in that game. Islanders Kraken under 6 at -110, and I think we're all on the Islanders there at +100 or regulation. St. Louis on the puck line +142 or regulation -105 against the Sharks, and then the Kings -130 against the Panthers.
Okay, all right, we're gonna move into our lock dogs and totals for the November 16th slate here. Current standings: Jolie's in first place. He's 14-15-1, down 0.3 units. Myself, I'm in second, 14-16, down 2.8 units. Right guys, 9-21, down 17.41 units. But he's got to get back on track. All right, damn right he is. And now, Jolie, I know you've been killing it lately. All right, I know you absolutely have. But we're a fucking team here. I know we're going against each other with lock dogs and totals, but we're a fucking team. And a team is only strong if we are united as one. And you know what? That's why Ryan Gilbert is going to fucking kick us off in this lock dog and total segment. And Ryan fucking Gilbert is going to go 3-0 on his goddamn fucking picks. Ryan guy, kick us off here. What do we got?
Let's go here. My lock is the Detroit Red Wings at Ottawa Senators over 6.5 -130. That game in Sweden, 2 o'clock there at afternoon. So, it's either going to even before the rest of the slate starts, I'll know if my lock hits or not. I just think a lot of goals in that game. It's going to be
it's a
bit
God
open.
game, and God
is.
loves goals. That's a good point.
God goals both start with GO. It's a good sign there. I could see them, calling it kind of tight, get some power plays, get some goals, get some eyes on the scoring there.
Didn't wait. Didn't we used to have like a Sunday over thing? Was that a thing, or was it Sunday under?
Sundays are for
goals
goals.
on Sundays.
Sundays,
So, yeah.
and God loves goals.
It is the Lord's Day.
Maybe this is
the Lord's Day.
Yeah,
all right.
God loves goals.
That's very tangential, but I like it. I like it.
Okay,
you Lutheran.
Changed my dog during the show, but I'm going with the Penguins puck line. Penguins puck line plus 164 against the Devils. Don't think the Devils are back to themselves yet, even if they get Jack Hughes back. And then my total is the Coyotes team total over 3.5 plus 105. I think they're going to win that game, and I'm going to take the plus odds there on it at plus 105.
Yeah, Ryan invoked the God game by virtue of Towns' anointment there. We're going with the Devils, Penguins over 6.5 minus 130. Because you know who also loves goals? Fucking Satan. And this game is filled with the evil shit. Crosby, Malkin, those guys are greasy fucking bastards who are destined for hell, no doubt, with all the shit they've been up to. Devils are too young to really qualify for that yet. We have yet to receive their judgment on where they're headed in the afterlife. But yeah, I love the over 6.5 here, minus 130. There's just going to be goals in this game. Simple as that. Dog, Blues minus 1.5, plus 142. The Sharks are shit. Rat game. The bunch of rats, stinky rats all over the place here. And the Panthers not involved. My total, Canucks Flames under 6.5, even money. Revenge game, Jacob Markstrom. And the Canucks goalies are going to keep keeping pucks out of the net. So, yeah, their scoring is going to regress. But why the fuck am I repeating this shit? I already said all this shit earlier. I should just repeat my picks. Devils, Penguins over 6.5. Blues minus 1.5. Canucks, Flames under 6.5. Let's fucking go.
Why did you say it one more time for anybody that missed it?
Yeah, why are you taking those picks, though, Joel?
You guys don't do timestamps in the podcast, so I guess that's why you gotta repeat what we're saying, just for those fucking guys who go right to the end and then look at the best bets with our collective minus 25 units.
Yeah, you don't do that. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like last week, like what was it? The games that we did for our last Lock Dogs in total, I went 1-2. On that day, I was still up 9.3 units. So everything that I fucking bet was good except for my Lock Dogs and totals. How fucking does that make sense?
I've been there. We've been
there.
How
she goes.
It's crazy, right? But all right. Anyways, for my lock, I switched this up, and every time I switch it up, I get fucked. But I'm frothing at the mouth in this play, and I'm sticking by my guns, baby. Vancouver Canucks in regulation versus Calgary for my lock at plus 160. I'm sorry. I think this is fucking insane here. I'm more so going, what do I live by? If you listen to the show long enough, division games matter. Vancouver Canucks 4-0 in division games. Every game they've won so far this year has been in regulation. I'm sorry. Maybe I should just take this game regulation, which is or normal, which is plus 105 on the money line. Fuck it. Give me a regulation plus 160 for my lock. For my dog, New York Islanders in regulation as well. I've been loving the reg plays. Plus 155 versus Seattle. Both teams on the second night of a back-to-back. Semyon Varlamov is better than both goalies that they have in net in Seattle. And Seattle fucking stinks. New York is boring, but I think they can come out with a win here. Then for my total, St. Louis, San Jose, under 6.5, minus 125. Neither team can fucking score goals. St. Louis is probably going to win, but that doesn't fucking matter because San Jose stinks. St. Louis fucking stinks. Nobody can score. Nobody can even get shots on net. So I love my 3 plays here. All right. Anything else you want to add before we wrap things up here, gentlemen?
Nope.
Ryan,
Ryan's missing the whole fucking Flyers first period. We were supposed to be out of here.
I know. You're right. We apologize for that. That's our bad.
Oh, good. They're up 1-0. They're winning without me.
Let's
fine.
go.
Okay. We had a listener question, Ryan. Out of curiosity, what colors are your nails right now?
Oh, they're currently black and orange for the Flyers. They're a little chipped. They're not in pristine condition anymore. Maybe I'll take a picture for you guys next time I get them done for this weekend's games. Gotta go get my mani-pedi. I'll show you.
Americans trying to do hockey, man. What the?
Yeah.
The toe picks are going to cost you.
You're going down to Florida,
man.
man.
Feet picks are gonna cost you, bro. I don't know. That's all right. You know what? Fuck yeah, I love it. Okay, everybody go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports, baby. We got hockey. It's gonna be a 6 late tomorrow. That's awesome. We got NFL football. I don't even know what's the Thursday night tomorrow. Jolie, do you know?
Bengals Ravens, hell of a game.
That's gonna be it. Fuck. Better than every other primetime game we've had for the past 2 weeks. So that's going to be fucking sweet. We got college football rocking and rolling. You know, we're inching closer to college playoffs. So that's going to be sweet. What else is going on? NBA is happening. That's a fucking thing. When I go to that Raptors game in 9 days, everybody and their mums are betting the Raptors. So I'll be in the Discord and we're going to follow. I'll put like $500 down. Let's do it.
Who are they playing?
I have no fucking idea. I couldn't tell you. I haven't looked. So my boy bought the tickets, yo. So hell yeah. Shut up, my boy Nick Kelly.
I bet some Sixers today, by the way, for the championship.
Okay.
16-1.
Okay.
Well,
they're fucking kill it. I don't know why I'm on Ryan's teams.
Are they Philly?
Eagles, and the Flyers, and the Sixers.
The Sixers
and
are
fucking
Phillies.
Phillies, pitchers and catchers right around the corner. You can hop on the Phillies now. What you want?
Well, maybe Ryan can save his toes and paint them Philly or the Sixers colors, so that's okay. All right, what else is going on here? Go read the articles there. Listen to all the other shows. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles he's pumping out. And shout out to all our friends, pals in the Discord, man. Discord's always popping off. We're having a great time in there. Everybody's having an absolute blast, except for one guy, but fuck that guy. And so hell yeah, shout out to all of our friends and pals in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you're not making money. If you want to get in the Discord, you can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll point you in the right direction. You can also reach out to the HTP Twitter account. Our social media assistant producer will be there to fucking get you going. This guy's a stud. This guy's killing it. He's doing awesome stuff. Fuck yeah. So shout out to him. Or what you can do is you could go to the Manny Petty place and you know who you'll see getting his nails done in Colorado Avalanche colors is Mr. Joel Meyer. And when he's in there getting all aved up and shit like that, yeah, he'll get that one. That one will be done too, the middle one. And when he's in there getting a nice coat of paint set up on there, you can just ask him like, hey, how do you get into the Discord, baby? And he'll fucking point you in the right direction too. So that's how you get into the Discord.
Then I'll look like every other freaking nut job in Vancouver. And I'll be totally gone. I'll be down with the Devils and Satan there with the rest of the Crosbys and Malkins.
I'm not gonna lie. Sounds weird to say that I know this, but like the male prostitution in Vancouver is insane. My buddy's my buddy's brother, like the guy was pretty fucked up in the head, like on a bunch of shit. He ended up going to Vancouver, and like this guy was sucking dick on the streets. So like male prostitution in BC is a fucking thing, yo. So yeah, if you ask nicely, maybe Joel will help you out.
Okay. No. You cannot find the Discord from me that way, but you can find the Discord from me.
How I got the Discord?
Look at these teeth. I still have teeth. Okay, I still have teeth. These are real teeth. All right. Fuck off.
All right. Follow us on Twitter, at HockeySGPN, and leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple or Spotify, and subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe there. Smash the like button, comment, all that good stuff.
All right, let's get the fuck you, Wings. All right. My name is Tyler Jenkins. You can find me at Twitter at Tyler_Jenkins94.
I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Meyer, and I need to go to the store to buy a fuckload of smokes. So sweat out this fucking talent hate, man. That was a good fucking burn, but I enjoyed it. That's what the listeners come to, right? Like this is what everyone's listening for. Just fucking Talon and Joel just going at it over Vancouver gigolos.
We're the kids table, buddy. Good thing we got Ryan here to keep
one day we should do a Talon Joel show. No Ryan. We'll just get drunk as fuck and see how it goes.
We got to commit to it and just like literally show up hammered as fuck. Like that's the only way.
Right. That's the only way. Right. That's the only way.
But that'll probably be our
It won't be live. Though. It won't be live. We'll get fucking canceled if it's live.
Yeah, we'll have to
edit the fuck out of that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, everybody. My name is Tyler. Oh no, we already did that. Okay. You know what? Thanks for hanging out. Peace.